Hey, what is up, YouTube? This is Serge from Team Boss, Duel like a Boss, and today I will be going over your OphiOuts. That's right, out to Ophion, Evilswarm Ophion, general ones, and a little something extra, three cards that I think are good if you're playing a Spellbook deck. Um, so today was my first time being able to play a TCG legal Evilswarm deck. Our tournaments are Tuesday, Thursday, and as you know, Ophion was just released Friday. So Um, the deck, it was a fun match. My hand didn't help either. I didn't really open up searchers in my first hand, game one. First hand, game two, I got a searcher. It was Spellbook Magician. I summoned it, and he played Veiler. So we only had two games. He 2-0'd me. Um, but overall, I feel it was a fun match. I saw how the deck worked, and I saw a few interesting things about it. Um, Now, the person playing this deck got first place today at our tournament. Um, it is actually none other than Keaton from Team Rocket. That's right. Their channel is 87 Team Rocket, and he is posting up a video of that. It should actually be up now. So if you want to get on their channel, I will have a link down below. Go ahead and check out his build. Let him know what you guys think. So since I lost to him, I told him, hey, I'm gonna make a video going over the ways to get around your deck. So let's get started here. Our Def Pro, oh, that's not it. Need the deck constructor, just this one. So let's start. I'm going to start off by telling you what not to decide. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Um, yeah, it stops a few things, but the only thing it'll really stop is Ophion getting the spell card. Um, Other than that, it won't do anything. Caster's Effect is actually continuous, never activates, so Shadow Imprisoning Mirror will never stop it. Same thing for Veiler. If your opponent summons Caster, it will do nothing for you if you play Veiler. So now that that's cleared up, let's go ahead and play and start with Consecrated Light. Neither player can normal or special summon dark monsters or declare an attack with a dark monster. This card cannot be destroyed by battle with a dark monster, and you take no battle damage from that battle. Wow, yeah, I know. They can't normal or special. Yeah, first turn Consecrated Light will put your opponent in a tough spot, so it's a great side card against Evil Swarms. Next, we have Gen X Ally Duradark. Once per turn during your main phase, you can select one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls with the same attribute as this card and destroy it. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. So, summon Gen X Ally Duradark, um, choose Ophion, and destroy it. Simple as that. If they got a Veiler or something, then obviously no, good try. But overall, it's a really good card. Um, Penguin Soldier. Most Evil Swarm decks are going to be playing Forbidden Lance, Forbidden Dress, something like that. Penguin Soldier will be able to get around that. Since Penguin Soldier happens during damage calculation, not damage step, when this monster is flipped face up, or it's a flip effect, sorry, it will send Ophion back to the extra deck before or after your opponent has had a chance to play Dress. If they don't see it coming, it's not gonna they're not gonna be able to do anything about it. Um, so yeah, Penguin Soldier is one of the great ways to get around it. Next is Forbidden Lance. You take a little monster and you attack and you play Lance. Um, that's probably one of the easier ways to get around them. Or you can attack, or you can wait for your opponent to play their Forbidden Dress or their Forbidden Lance, and then you can chain your Forbidden Lance. Next up, we have Skill Drain. Skill Drain's a little bit tricky. Pay 1,000 life points. The effects of all face-up effect monsters on the field are negated. Skill Drain has to be face-up on the field before Caster hits the field. If your opponent summons Caster, then you activate Skill Drain in response. Caster can still allow the extra normal summon. It's got to be on the field before Caster hits the field. Next, we've got Rivalry of Warlords. Each player sends monsters they control to the graveyard so that they only control one type of monster. Each player can only control one type of monster. As you may or may not know, the Evilswarm monsters are actually corrupted evil versions of other hidden arsenal monsters. So they range from anything from like warriors to like plants. I think one of them's like an Aturia monster or something. Next is Prideful Roar. Activate only during damage calculation when the attack of your battling monster is lower than the attack of your opponents, and pay life points equal to the difference in attack. Your monster gains attack equal to that difference plus 300 during damage calculation only. So basically, you pay the life points you would have taken from the battle. Then your monster gets to stay on the field. Your opponent's Ophion gets destroyed, and they take 300 damage. This is damage calculation, so again, Forbidden Dress, Forbidden Lance aren't going to be able to activate after this is activated. One of the better ones, I believe, is Breakthrough Skill. If you have a set Breakthrough Skill, your opponent goes Caster, then, brings out his other monster, makes Ophion. Ophion detaches, you play Breakthrough Skill. Breakthrough Skill is target one face-up effect monster your opponent controls. Negate the effects of that opponent's face-up monster until the end of this turn. During your turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard to target one face-up effect monster your opponent controls. Negate that target's effect until the end of this turn. So when they detach to go for the spell card, you activate it. It is now in your graveyard. Then during your turn, you banish Breakthrough Skill in your graveyard, allowing you to special summon level 5 or higher. Also, if you played Breakthrough Skill during their turn and stopped them from searching, his other effect is also negated, so you can Gorge or Trag. Those are the general ones that I've seen. Next, for Spellbook players, that's right, I had to add a little something extra for Spellbooks. Injection Fairy Lily. If this card attacks or is attacked once during damage calculation, you can pay 2,000 life points to have this card gain 3,000 attack during that damage calculation only. Pay 2,000 life points to get Ophion off the field. I think yes. If your Spellbook tower gets sent to the graveyard and you've got 3, you can Fairy Lily. Hide behind it. If they attack with Ophion, play Injection Fairy Lily's effect. And this is during damage calculation, not damage step. So again, lances and dresses and things like that they would have a chance to activate that before this happens. Next, you have Tsukuyomi. With Tsukuyomi, you can flip something face down when this is normal summoned. It actually has to, so it says this card returns to the owner's hand during the end phase. This card cannot be special summoned. When this card is normal summoned or flip face up, flip one face up monster on the field into face down defense position. So you summon Tsukuyomi, flip the Ophion face down, and hopefully you have a Spellbook Star Hall with 6 counters on it, and you'll be able to run it over. It's got 1650 defense. Keep an eye out for this, though. It is limited to 2. Jogan the Spiritualist. Jogan the Spiritualist says, discard one random card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy all special summon monsters on the field. As long as this card remains face up on the field, no monsters can be special summoned. So again, it goes back to it's summonable by the tower, or you can just summon it, use its effect, get rid of Ophion or anything like that. It's a nice little one card out to Ophion. Of course, you have to discard. And so yeah, that's basically all I could have thought of. Again, Keaton from Team Rocket helped me come up with this list. So definitely check out their channel and his build. One last thing I wanted to go over was something interesting that actually played out. On my turn, I said, go ahead, after he had used Eradicator Epidemic Virus. So I said, go ahead, he plays Eradicator Epidemic. He gets rid of my Star Hall, my tower, 3 Spellbooks in my hand, and all I've got left is a Priestess in my hand. All he was able to make, for some reason, was a Zenmaines. So for the next 2 turns, I drew something like a Wonder Wand and a Spellbook of Secrets, so those had to get destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Eradicator Epidemic is still working. Then it's my turn on the 3rd turn, and I draw into the Grand Spellbook Tower. Now, the Grand Spellbook Tower has the effect, you can special summon one spellcaster type monster from your hand or deck whose level is less than or equal to the number of Spellbook spell cards in your graveyard when it is destroyed by your opponent's card effect. When the Grand Spellbook Tower is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you get to special. So, Eradicator Epidemic Virus says tribute one dark monster with 2,500 or more attack and choose spell cards or trap cards. Check your opponent's hand, all spell trap cards they control, and all cards they draw until the end of their 3rd turn. after this card's activation, and destroy all cards of the chosen type. So on the third turn, I draw into the Grand Spellbook Tower. Because of the way Eradicator Epidemic reads, it was destroyed by my opponent's card effect. Therefore, with 7 spellbooks in the grave, I was able to special summon High Priestess to buy me a little bit more time and kind of get me back into the game. Next turn, he got it off the field next turn. Then on my turn, I drew into a Spellbook of Secrets and it let me stall a little bit longer. Ultimately, he did end up beating me. But anyway, yeah, that's your OphiOuts here. General ways to get around Ophion, plus a little bit extra for Spellbook players, a few spellcasters that'll work. So yeah, definitely check out 87 Team Rocket's channel. I'll have their link down below. Please like this video, comment, subscribe to our channel. And yeah, this is Serge from Team Boss, Duel Like a Boss, and I'm out.